Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for March 6th, 2025. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle coming out for Gemini. Let's see what's up. Okay, some cards fell in my lap. Here we go. So we have milestone here, and then we have present power. And so this planning and action and family, friends and guides. There have been a lot of plans for your life. For some of you, this may be like like you had your ancestors, like your grandparents. They may have planned your life out. Like, I already know this, that my little Gemini grandchild is so talented in this, and that. I could just tell from the moment that they came home. So I'm already getting them involved in this or that. I'm already putting them in certain things. They're already trying to get you in the door, or they have been trying to do that for you, or they had those plans for you. Spirit is bringing up that that's something that needs to be healed within you, in a sense. It feels like you're getting messages, or you might be hearing something about your past on loved ones, um, like what they had in store for you, why you were so special. Um, there's something about that going on. I keep seeing that there's something coming in about a message about you, a message about who you were, how everyone felt about you when you were conceived, or when you were coming into this world, or when they first met you. But this looks like something from when you were a small child, and that you may have had a past life relationship or past life link to one of these ancestors. Like, you know how we have that deep connection with a relative, and it's like, I don't know why, but I wasn't their favorite grandchild, but we had a deeper connection than everyone else. There was a past life relationship there, and this person thought you were going to be something big. They didn't know what it was. They may have tried to plan for you to have a bigger future. It may have been very small things, like you got the biggest gift, or you got the most thoughtful gift, or you always received something that pertained to your interests, whereas everyone else just got whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if it was all girls, everybody got a Barbie, but because they knew that you were into music, you got a new microphone, or you got a new keyboard, or something like that. Or there's something going on where people felt like you were going to be more. And not saying that you aren't what that is, aren't that, but you had to reinvent yourself from that. I've seen that happen in families as well. Um, mm, a relative of mine was an artist, and well, he became an artist, but I will never know what he was going to be, because he had a gift. He could draw really well. He could sketch amazingly, and started sketching his favorite characters when he was like 5, and kept going on up. And this is in his spare time. He also had an affinity for science and math, and wanted to do so many things outside of that. Also, was very active, very physical, very fit, and really liked to be moving around. He just drew in his spare time. Well, guess he got labeled the artist. So every time anything came up, he got art supplies. He got new lead pencils and sketchbooks and things. Instead of really, it's like the family kind of like saw something in him, and then pushed him into that field, and that may not have been what he wanted to do. And you never know what he would have been had he just been allowed to decide. So I'm seeing, for some of you, you may be reinventing yourself. Some of you maybe reinventing yourself. Maybe you weren't living that dream that they had for you. They passed. You just decided that, well, I'm just going to go ahead and be a cashier because I need to make money. I'm not going to be able to be what they all thought I was going to be. They may have been like, you're great. You argue so well, you should be a lawyer, like that kind of vibe. You're so caring, you should be a doctor, or something. You're so well organized, you should be this or whatever. And you did something else opposite of that. That's at least that's what this is looking like to me. You may be at a point now where you have been waiting to change yourself and go back to the person that who yourself to be, which for some of you, this could be going back to what your past unloved one was saying about you all along. I am really good at this. They did see something in me. Or it may be, you know what, they were wrong. They kind of pushed this on me, but now I want to reinvent myself. I've followed this path and I want to do something else. Just because I'm good at it doesn't mean that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? Just because I'm great at it, just because I'm a genius at it doesn't mean I love it. I may love something, I may love fishing, but I'm a rocket scientist. You know what I mean? It's like maybe you wanted to always be a fisherman, and that's different, and that's okay. It's like whatever it is that's inside of you, you got to be what you are. It doesn't matter because it's all needed. Everything is needed. You know what I mean? Everything we do in this world is necessary, important, everything. You don't know what is important and what's not. I don't know how we are all placing importance, like levels of importance on jobs and stuff. I'm like, really? That's just like the busyness job. Like to keep you busy until we figure out what the truth is. That's basically what industry has all been. They call it business, but it's busyness. The art of busyness. To keep you busy while we're trying to figure out what's true and what's not. And that was our goal all along from when we first started. What is the truth? We were lied to by the church, right? We were lied to by these religious figures or these spiritual leaders. Now, what is really true if they're lying, if they're getting paid under the table for things that we were told were abominations, then what is real? And now here we are. So spirit, okay, here I go on my soapbox, y'all. But here, I'm gonna let it be. But either way, your milestone now is just saying, I hear the words. There's something that happens that makes you realize that you've been staying busy, waiting for a moment to really shine in something that you do know you are amazing at, that you have a gift in, a talent in. Some of you have a gift with children. I'm seeing someone who has a ridiculous gift. Like you walk in the room and the kids that everybody goes, oh, they're a lost cause. All of a sudden, they're over here reading Shakespeare with you. They're telling you about what they want to be and everything they want to be. You're just flabbergasted. Like, you're kidding me. We need more of you. Like, there's something about you. You have a beautiful gift. Your present power is the Two of Cups and Ten of Swords. The present power in this energy, this is an awareness that you are. I'm seeing someone who's saying, I'm ending any connection that is disappointing, that I'm ashamed to be saying out loud that I'm connected to you. Right? I'm ending it all. Like if I'm ashamed to tell people that I'm connected to you, yeah, that's a problem. Now we have fragmented energy with Page of Pentacles and Temperance. This is an energy of being scattered. Some of you there's a scattered energy when it comes to the legacy, your memory and what you've been spending your time on and what you are known as, right? There's some kind of that fragments a person. Well, everyone knows I'm good at this, but I do want to put a lot more time and energy into something that I feel I'm called to do. Temperance in this energy is almost saying that you're being called into service, that you got to believe that everything that you have done in your life has accumulated to this point where you are able now to answer the call. Okay. When I was, man, I could tell so many stories about what everyone thought I was meant to do. Everyone thought I was meant to be a doctor or a lawyer, right? I was a caring person. I was very good with children. They thought I was going to be a pediatrician or a lawyer because, as they called me Scully when I was younger, I always needed to find out why. Like, I'm not just going to take your word for it. I'm going to do my own research kind of thing. And I always thought myself to be more spiritual, like Mulder, but I was not. Okay. I always, they would tell me that, when we would watch X-Files together as a family, they'd be like, which one are all we? Are we Mulder or Scully? Which character are we in the show? I'm always like, in my mind, Mulder. They'd be turning to me, everybody in unison, Scully. But what ended up happening is I ended up living a life completely opposite of everything I ever did. I went to college for two separate things and didn't do work in either one. I'm not an engineer and I'm not a pharmacist. So didn't do it. I'm not there. And but everything I ever went through in my entire life brought me here. And something is saying that about your space, about your life. Everything that you've gone through in your life has brought you here. Like it maybe you are meant to gain experience, right? The most valuable thing that anyone can do is gain experience in their life. And that's because in the end it turns into wisdom. By the time you're 40, you have a leg up in the industry of any kind, because you have been on both sides. You've been the consumer. You may have also worked at the company. You may have done had three different positions in the company, but you also needed their services. And you've also been the type that you've been on different sides of the fence, so you see things from a vantage point that others do not. And there's something about this being fragmented with you, because you may be going, well, everyone knows me as this. The whole time I've been this accountant, but you needed to see how things flowed, like the currency flowed, in order to be able to do the next step, another position in something else. It ties into something else. You're not an apprentice. That may be what's fragmenting too, because the Page of Pentacles is a student, is an apprentice. And it's like, am I a student in this? Am I at the very beginnings of something? Because I feel like, you go to a job and they're like, well, you need a college degree. It's like, I went to the University of Life, so the hard knocks. Right? I graduated from Life University. Okay, I think I know more about this position than you do, and you went to college for 8 years. Like, stop the madness, put me in, test me out. If I'm not doing the right thing after a week or so, send me out. Because one thing I can say, going to college doesn't mean that you know more than the next person. Someone with experience knows more than the person that comes out of college. Because when you get out, even though they trained you on something, you still have to be retrained at the job. So it's like you're still a student at the job. Like, you're not coming in going, I know what to do. I've read all the books, passed all the tests. I wrote the thesis. I know. No, you get in and they go, okay, so now we're going to start you with this program, but you were trained in another program. It's interesting. So I'm just going to leave that there. So Spirit is telling you that you are an abundant individual. You need to wear a scarlet to attract success in your life. Okay. I'm seeing you needing to get dandelion root, make a tea, and place it by your bed at night, so that you may get answers to your questions. Say the name of the deity, or the whatever, right? You could just say your creator, your guardian angels. Ask them to show you what you need to see. Ask them to answer your questions in your dreams. Okay, and write your dreams down when you wake up. But fear here, with the Three of Wands and the Fool, would tell me that you're afraid of waiting. You could have been successful by now. Somebody's saying that I could have already been doing XYZ. You're disappointed that you waited. One thing is for certain, is like, you may be afraid of taking a leap of faith. I see someone who's back and forth about, should I take a leap of faith and just do it, or should I wait? Angel number 666 here, a number of reflection typically, but this is saying that unexpected developments are coming in your life. You may not have expected to feel or get a message about who you used to be. Like, this may be a conversation, and then boom, someone's saying something, and it may not be in the best way. They may be saying something in a way where it's like, you need to use your higher self to read between the lines. Yeah, I'm seeing that being the thing here. Follow spirit in this, right? So there's a lot of there's something about a conflict or some drama in this conversation, and then you go, it's like it's healing to remember something about yourself, or to know something about yourself. But also, I'm seeing someone who feels kind of like a twinge of regret, like, I should have just did it, I should have just gone. But they're saying you need to trust your gut, and you need a mental shift towards like greater optimism, trusting your path, and self-assurance. You need to have faith in your inner voice. Pay attention to all the feelings that you have, right? And all of this has come in to reinvent your spirit, your life, but because all of us are improving, right? But you're becoming a better person. You truly are. You're perfect just the way you are, whole and complete. 666 is just a reminder of this. This is like where you're really looking at, I'm seeing that's the number that comes out when one must really take a deep dive and look into your own identity. Who are you, right? Who were you? Who do you want to be? Imagine yourself being surrounded by light, and feel yourself and maybe relationships that you're in being healed at the very moment, whichever relationship these are, because it seems like whoever these people are that are around you, you may feel like you've been having, like, it's a deja vu kind of problem. Like everything with them is deja vu today. Like I'm waking up and it feels like we did this already, and you did in a past life. So either way, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, an Aries. Sagittarius, Aries. We also have every sign's here except for Leo. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm seeing every sign here but Leo. So think of every sign. Leo may be the sign that you're dealing with just primarily, but if not, yeah, right. So basically, there. If you're not dealing with these signs, well, they're obviously in your chart because unless you're Leo heavy. Um, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.